Okay, there we are. Thank you, Rick. Okay, so good afternoon, and this is our agenda review meeting for Wednesday, March 24th. We just called the roll, and we do have a quorum. So on the front page, we're going to have a review of the Parish Council agenda for our regular council meeting on April 1st. And that meeting agenda is available in the council office or also on our parish website at www.stpgov.org. Thank you. The first item to pull is under ordinances for introduction, and that is item 13, ordinance calendar number 6633. Item 14, ordinance calendar number 6634. Item 15, ordinance calendar number 6635. Item 16, ordinance calendar number 6636. Item 17, ordinance calendar number 6637. Item 18, ordinance calendar number 6638. Item 19, ordinance calendar number 6639. And item 20, ordinance calendar number 6640. Under resolutions, item 2, resolution CS number 6424. And number 3, resolution CS number C-6425. Are there any other ordinances for introduction or resolutions that the council or committee members would like to pull? Ms. O'Brien.
Resolution number 4.
Okay, resolution number 4. And that is resolution number 4, CS number C-6426.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone else from the council or the administration? Jimmy, Mr. Davis.
Yeah, resolution number 20.
Okay, we're pulling resolution number 20. Which is CS number 6442. Any others? I'm sorry, did someone have another item? Anyone from the public? Okay, seeing none, I need a motion to, excuse me?
You have to call out these.
Well,
You have to call them out.
okay, Emily, can I take a motion to refer the items, the ordinances for introduction and resolutions to the entire council before we go to ordinances for adoption? Look, I don't care which way we do it.
Yes, if you want to have a motion to refer those now, you can do that.
Okay, so I need a motion to refer thank you, motion by Mr. Toledano, second by Ms. O'Brien. Please vote.
What is that motion?
A motion to refer all of the items on the ordinances for introduction and resolutions to the full council. I don't believe we have the finance committee on here, but if it's to the finance committee as well.
No, it's not.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, passes. Now we're going to go through the items pulled for ordinance for introduction.
This one.
Okay, item 13. By the way, so everybody knows, the format I'm following is the same format we follow when we pull resolutions and ordinances for introduction at the April 1st regular council meeting, okay? Which is, we vote on those not pulled, and then we go through each item pulled for resolutions and ordinance for introduction, and then we make those motions, okay, to refer to the entire council, whatever. Then I will then go to ordinances for adoption, which each of those will be pulled, all right?
So Jerry, let me mention one thing, and I think Katrina is correct in calling to our attention that all of the ordinances for introduction and adoption that are listed on the Finance Committee's meeting agenda should be referred by motion to the Finance Committee.
Yes.
Was that your point, Katrina?
They will be referred.
No, sir. My point was to call out all items pulled, which includes ordinances for introduction, resolutions, and ordinances for adoption, and then referring the remainder of the full agenda to the full council.
Okay. All right, well, same difference in a different way. So I surrender.
Okay, can we move on? Thank you. So, on the ordinances for introduction.
Are we back on the intro?
Item 13, ordinance calendar number 6633, ordinance to amend the 2021 operating budget, amendment number 5, and need a motion to refer to the Finance Committee. Ms. O'Brien.
Sir, I would like to refer items 13 through 20 to the Finance Committee in Globo, which I believe was allowed last time.
We have a motion to refer each item.
Items
Ms. Emily,
13 through 20
I don't have to read
Finance.
each item.
I believe you read those when they were pulled.
Yeah.
So now Ms. O'Brien can make a motion to refer all of those items that have been pulled to the Finance Committee, to be taken up by the
second.
Finance Committee.
Motion to refer items, ordinance for adoption, items 13 through 20 to the Finance Committee, seconded by Mr. Davis. Thank you. On resolutions. Excuse me.
You will need to vote on that motion.
Excuse me?
You will need to vote on that motion to refer them to the Finance Committee.
Yes, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Resolutions. Number 2, a resolution approving the holding of an election in Fire Protection District Number 7 of the Parish of St. Tammany, Louisiana, on Saturday, October 9th, 2021, to authorize the levy of a special tax therein. Is bond counsel here? Yes. Yes, sir. Come forward and state your name, please. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
What you have before you is just a resolution to. Thank you. What you have before you is a resolution to hold an election in October. This is beginning the process. It's a long process, but this kind of gets the ball rolling, and it's for the Special Fire Protection District Number 7 of the Parish to authorize the levy of a special tax of, I believe it's 10 mills for a period of 10 years beginning next year. So it's fairly straightforward, but if you have any questions, I'm here to answer anything.
Any questions? Anyone from the public? Okay, thank you, sir. Excuse me, Mr. Smith, TJ.
Thank you. This is a new tax,
Yes, I believe it is.
and you said 10 mills?
Unless I'm incorrect about it. This is a renewal. It's not a new tax.
Okay.
I apologize.
And what did you say it would generate annually?
It is the reasonably expected to bring in about $487,500.
And where is this located?
This is District 7, which is located in. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Hello, I'm Gary Whitehead, the fire chief in that area. This area encompasses from the edge of Bush, all the way to the edge of Pearl River, Lacombe, up to the edge of Abita. So it's 6 ward area, which is, right now, our fire district's 176 square miles, so it is the largest physical fire district in the parish. And so our millage for our entire millage with all combined is around 20 mills, which is one of 3 that are in that low range. All the other fire districts are higher than that currently. And this renewal will generate half of our budget. And without it, we're just not going to continue to operate. And realize that we're a small fire district as far as population goes, but we still have those travel distances, and we have to have stations and in order just to maintain that. And our annual budget for everything is less than $900,000 a year to operate such a large area. So it's a critical item for us to get this on the books and get it renewed, just to be able to keep the doors open.
Thank you. Congratulations on the work that you do, because
Thank you, sir.
being a small population-wise, you still have a lot of natural resources to protect,
Yes,
and I'm sure that can be avoided. So,
thank you.
Okay, any questions? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I need a motion. Excuse me? Motion by Ms. Casabon, seconded by, to refer to the Finance Committee, to the full council, rather, excuse me. This was bond council. Seconded by Ms. O'Brien. Please vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Passes. Item 3 under resolutions that was pulled is a resolution to consider and take action with respect to adopting a resolution providing for canvassing the returns and declaring the results of the special election held on Saturday, March 20th, 2021 in the Parish of St. Tammany, State of Louisiana, authorized the continuation of a special tax therein. The Bond Council, would you like to bring us up to date?
Again, this is for the canvass and declare the results of the special election that was held in March. The election results were 11,799 in favor and 4,633 against, so the proposition carried. And this is just a resolution to move forward to do the canvassing and to give them the ability to levy the special tax.
Thank you. Any questions from the council, administration, public? Seeing none, I need a motion and a second to refer to the council. Motion by Mr. Taladano, seconded by Mr. Airy. Please vote. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. Item 4 under resolutions. Resolution CS number 6426, resolution declaring the week of April 12, 2021 through April 18, 2021, St. Tammany Parish Litter Awareness Week, providing awareness and knowledge of litter. Ms. O'Brien.
Yes, sir. This is just a positive call to action, basically, for keeping St. Tammany beautiful. I did want to say thank you to Superintendent Jabia. Unfortunately, due to COVID restrictions, our litter abatement staff has not been able to go into the schools, so Superintendent Jabia has promised me that during this week, the children will be participating in discussions, and to some degree, we're going to get some of our Keep St. Tammany Beautiful materials in the school system. So I appreciate the fact that they're going to partner with us to some degree, so we don't completely lose access to those lessons this year. So that's just a thank you to the superintendent.
Okay, thank you, Ms. O'Brien. Any other comments? Yes, Ms. Casbon.
I wanted to note that the gentleman in my area, Mr. David Campbell, has also approached Superintendent Jabby, and he's been very cooperative that we're trying to establish a program in the school. It's actually Trash to Treasures, which is getting the children involved in recycling of materials that they can later make into art projects. So it's at the stage of it, he's been very cooperative with that, and I just want to acknowledge that he is working with us. So I do appreciate that.
Is there any other council member, administration, or member of the public? Seeing none, need a motion to refer to the full council. Motion by Ms. O'Brien, seconded by Mr. Jimmy Davis. All in favor, state aye. Aye. Opposed? None. Next item pulled is item number 20 under resolution CS number C-6442, resolution obligating funds to Land and Water Conservation Fund project for the Lacombe Trails and Nature Park. Mr. Davis.
Yes, this is the resolution that we're going to bring up with the council in April, that the administration is working on an agreement of getting funds from the Department of Interior, Bureau of Ocean and Energy Management, Regulation and Enforcement. This has to deal with the 26 acres of property that we bought from the Green property in Lacombe many years ago, about 11, and hopefully we can do something with this and get something done. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Anyone else from the council, the administration, or the public? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Oh, excuse me? Did we have a motion on this? Okay, you want to make the motion, Mr. Davis? Motion by Mr. Davis, seconded by Mr. Mike Smith. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you. All righty. Under ordinances for adoption, the following items have been pulled. Ordinance number 14, ordinance calendar number 6611. Number 15, ordinance calendar number 6612. Number 16, ordinance calendar number 6613. Number 17, ordinance calendar number 6614. Number 18, ordinance calendar number 6615. Number 19, ordinance calendar number 6616. Number 20, ordinance calendar number 6617. Number 21, ordinance calendar number 6618. And number 23, ordinance calendar number 6620. Ms. O'Brien.
These items 14 through 23, to the Finance Committee.
Okay. 1 second. With the exception of what, Mr. Parish President? Okay, let's hold this motion for a second, okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Is there anyone on the council or administration that would like to pull another item?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. T.J. Smith.
Number 5.
Which item, sir?
Number 5.
Number
5.
5, I'm sorry. Parish President Cooper, did you give me an item as well?
No, sir, I was just indicating that item number 22 was included in the previous motion to be included in.
Yes, so I'll
22 should
restate
not
my
be included.
motion.
Wait. Okay, I did not read item 22, ordinance calendar number 6619.
Okay.
Excuse me 1 second. Do we want to pull that item?
No, sir.
No, okay. So, Ms. O'Brien, your motion is with the
I'm gonna
exception of
modify-
item 22?
I'm going to modify my motion to move 14 through 21 and 23, refer those to Finance.
Thank you, ma'am. Motion by Ms. O'Brien to refer those items to the Finance Committee, which will be meeting after this meeting. I need a second. Ms. Casbon, okay. Please vote. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Okay. And the rest of the excuse me, Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Item 5.
Yes, sir. This ordinance was before last month. Some of my colleagues had a question about one phrase in particular that we had made an oversight in an omitting, and so I wanted to bring it to everybody's attention tonight. We haven't heard from anybody else as to any other objections they had to, or any other concerns they had to the ordinance. So just want to give everybody an opportunity to ask any questions that we might be able to speak to tonight about the ordinance.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Smith. Any member of the council wish to have a question for Mr. Smith? TJ Smith. Mr. Airy.
Why are we making these amendments to this? Didn't we just pass this ordinance?
What's the question again?
Why are we making the amendments to the ordinance? I think, did we just pass this?
Oh, because last time when it was presented, last month, the second sentence where it talks about, along with a description of the geographic area subject to the proposed moratorium, was scratched out. And so there was some of you all that had a concern about that being not a part of the ordinance, and so we corrected that.
And then I guess my broader question is, why are we making any changes to it at all? Because we just adopted this. I mean,
Because in some of our opinions, the ordinance is too onerous. It requires so many things that we're already doing currently, that to repeat that again and put it in this format, we felt was a little bit too laborious. For instance, a written justification for enacting the moratorium. That's already being done every time we do a moratorium.
I know.
And so we didn't see why we had to subscribe it in the ordinance. It's already being done. Whenever we have a moratorium that's presented, there's always a reason written in the resolution that tells you why we're doing it.
but there's not a timeline for addressing the basis of the moratorium or anything like that in the moratoriums. That may be.
That's also included in every moratorium that is presented as, I know in District 14, that's a part of the format. 6 months is the established timeline that most of us use, but that doesn't mean it has to be 6 months. But it's always described in the resolution whenever we do a moratorium.
Right, I think that the basis for the ordinance was that there seem to be some moratoriums that are going on for upwards of 10 years now, and there's no real end in sight or what needs to be done in order to remove that ordinance. So I think that's why we put this into effect to begin with. And obviously, there's rules about takings and things like that that we have to make sure that we comply with when we do sort of open-ended moratoriums. So I think that the more specific we are in doing those and the more regulations that we show that we complied with, the better off we are. But that's just my opinion on it.
So let me speak to that too, though, but that's a matter that's also not correct. Moratoriums, they are put in place and they are taken off. Vacations happen all of the time with moratoriums, from one meeting to the next. And so because you might see one on there that's been there for 5 years, 1 year, or 10 years, that doesn't mean it's been on there consecutively for that period of time.
Any other questions for Mr. Smith?
I'm not on the committee.
Well,
I can't make the motion.
no, yeah, but I still want to see, does anyone else from the council have a question for me?
Mike Smith.
Excuse me, no, for Mr. TJ Smith, on your item that Jake just commented on. Does anybody else have a comment or question? Anyone from the administration or the public? Okay, so now I need a motion to refer this item to the whole council. Motion by Mr. Mike Smith, seconded by Ms. Casborn. Please vote. Yay? Yay. All in favor? Yay. All opposed? Mr. Airy is opposed. Thank you. Okay, so all of the items that were not pulled on the ordinances for adoption, okay, need a motion and a second to refer to the full council. Motion by Mr. Mike Smith, seconded by Ms. O'Brien. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion to adjourn. Ms. O'Brien, and seconded by Mr. Smith. Thank you. We have a finance committee after, which is Mr. Toledano will chair. Thank you.
Shall we transition right into it? Members of the finance? Should we? Oh.